How was Malcolm originally described to you?
I think Malcolm was originally described as a recently promoted project manager that was Ellis Dragons, who was played by Rob Lowe, his assistant. And so immediately when I saw that, I was enticed.
There's a great friendship that he shares, though, as well with Jackson. Are they high school friends, I believe?
Yeah. So they were childhood friends, like they grew up together. And then now Malcolm is working for Ellis. But obviously him and Jackson are still friends. Although he's a little bit jealous of the relationship that Rob and Johnny have, both in real life and
Ah,
on screen.
okay. So art is imitating life.
The whole way through, Jamie. The whole way through. No, I'm
Malcolm
just kidding.
does really idolize Ellis. Is it
Yeah.
his brilliance? Is it his eccentricity? Is it all of the above? Because Malcolm said he changed his ambitions in life based on something Ellis did for him.
I think it's just a little bit of everything. I mean, it's Ellis Dragon has got it going on, you know? And it's played by Rob Lowe. I love Rob Lowe. Everyone loves Rob Lowe. Um, and Rob does a really good job with this role of kind of playing this very like charismatic, eccentric billionaire entrepreneur. And I think it's just likable from all angles. So I can see why Malcolm is so obsessed.
He plays it very loose and fast. He doesn't even hide the fact that he fangirls over Ellis to every to anyone and everyone. So I think that's a such a charming and super funny aspect to Malcolm as well. Was that always on the page for you that he had this, like flat out no filter about his adoration for Ellis?
No, that was on there from day one. Was on there from day one. And the funny thing about it is I was like game. I think it's a funny like character trait. But when I booked the role, I watched like most of Rob Lowe's like discography. Besides the comedy stuff, I'd seen like a lot of those, but like everything else, I like took like 2 days and just watched everything, and I walked away being equally as obsessed with Rob Lowe. So it wasn't hard for me to play that trait.
I love his relationship with Ruby and Luna as well. I think they have a
Mm-hmm.
love-hate sort of project manager, lab assistant relationship. It all comes down to, I think, pistachios in the end, really is what sets their dichotomy apart from each other. Talk about
Those
um,
dang
what
pistachios.
talk about his relationship with the labs. He's really trying to be a boss, but at the same time, he doesn't want to, alienate these women who are working so hard on projects that would save the future.
Yeah, I think he's trying so hard to assert himself, and he's trying so hard to, I think, in a lot of ways, to be a version of Ellis Dragon. And it's not working out. It's not even close to working out. But he's trying, and he's trying really hard. And then clearly, Ruby and Luna, played by Emma Ferreira and Rachel Marsh, are way smarter than Malcolm. But and I think that in the back of his mind, he definitely knows that. But that doesn't stop him from trying, which is one of the things I love about Malcolm.
Exactly. I love that he is so committed. He's very enthusiastic. You can't, he doesn't seem to be someone you can get down easily. Pistachios
Mm-hmm.
are not, he seems like he has a very upbeat and positive personality. So I was going to ask you what it was like shaking off a long day of filming, but every moment on this series would be hard to not stay in the moment because there are so many fun actors to work with, so many memorable and
Mm-hmm.
funny scenes to film. What were some of
Yeah,
your favorite scenes to film?
some of my favorite scenes to film. Um I really enjoyed filming in the bar with Rachel Marsh. Um, that was one of those days where they kind of just let us just play. There's just to tell you right now, there's a lot of things they cut out of that scene. Um, but the things that they left are hilarious, and even in the background, you can kind of see how much we were playing. And that was one of the best days. Another crazy day was literally my last day of filming, which was fun. And I got to play with like a lizard. There's like a lizard on my chest. And they had like an animal wrangler that was on set. And I talked to him and I was like, hey, like, he was super nice, like, loved the lizard. He's like petting him. And I'm talking to the guy. I'm like, so how often does this thing like use the restroom? He's like, oh, you're fine. Like, once every like 3 days. And I was like, okay, great. This will be awesome. Next take, I kid you not, our director, Mark Buckland, says action. And I think that the lizard heard action. And maybe he got nervous. I don't know, but he just used the restroom a lot, and it caused quite the commotion on set. But it was fun. It was like I was like, oh my god, I'm on TV and a lizard just used the restroom on me. That's crazy.
Oh my goodness. Well, there's a gag reel I hope coming in the near future.
Someone has it. Someone has it. I need to see it.
Was it hard for someone or someones in particular then to keep it together with all of the funny scenes you guys have?
I think that we all had a hard time. I think that we kind of all made it our mission to like make each other break in some way, shape, or form. Especially when it comes to like Johnny, Emma, and Rachel. There were a few days where like we were all trying to like make each other laugh. It worked sometimes, it didn't work other times, but also I feel like ultimately it made us all better, you know? Yeah.
If you can get through anything when it comes to that kind of funny scene work with wonderful co-stars, I think you've got it down. You'll be ready for comedic moments in the future. You can hold it together.
Exactly, exactly. I'm like, this is not unstable. I can keep this. I can keep my composure. I can do
Was there
this.
room then to improv at all during any of the scene work?
There definitely was. Now, if they used that improv, no. But they definitely made us very comfortable with like playing. Every now and then we would like add funny things and like funny lines. There's a specific moment that I can think of, and I don't want to spoil it, but Sean Clifford um, and I were rehearsing in her dressing room, and she improvised a line, and I literally started laughing out loud. And later that day, when we started shooting, I she was doing the scene like as normal, and then I was like, Sean, like, do the line. She was like, you think I should? And I was like, do the line. And so she did the line, and I watched the show the day that it came out, and they kept it in there. They kept it in there. I don't want to spoil anything, but I was that was really cool to see because it's so funny.
What do you think it is about Unstable that's just made it such a fast fan favorite comedy?
Yeah, I think that you can really feel the heart of the series. You know, I think that with Rob and Johnny being father and son, there was kind of already like this like built-in family dynamic on set. Um, and although Rob Lowe is not my father, which he was, I it did start to kind of I could feel kind of like the family love on set, if that makes sense. I mean, it felt like a family affair, you know. And I think that's what it is. It's like a lot of heart, but it's also like it's wholesome comedy, you know. And you can really, I think the world needs that right now.